Hey folks, it's Lobo, and as promised, here we are with my reaction of 2007's Ghost Rider. And what I mean by that is, when it came out all those years ago, I watched it initially, but it's been so long, I quite frankly don't remember anything about it. There is two very specific things I remember, but I'm going to mention that later in my introduction. But yeah, why I'm doing this, I have no idea. This was, so 2007, this was right before Iron Man came out around the time of Spider-Man 3, so obviously it's Marvel, it's like in the trajectory. There's also rumors that there'll be some sort of cameo of the Ghost Rider figure in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Not specifically this one, but just in general. So that's interesting, but I'm kind of curious as to why nobody really talks about this movie. I know it came out a long time ago, but as I said, you just don't hear about it. Not even like memes, culture, there's just like zero references. So this is a little bit of a mystery, and I'm going to solve the case by understanding why this film is sort of disregarded. I don't think it did too well, to be honest, like review-wise or financially. I'm unsure about that, honestly. Well, we'll find out, but yeah, again, as I said, this came out 2007, so it was 14, so about 15 years ago, so it's been a long time. This was Nicolas Cage, of course. I mean, I have heard people roast him just at being an actor in general. I'm like, damn, but I guess this is the cherry on top of his work. He was supposed to be Superman in the 90s, believe it or not, which is weird. But yeah, no, for the character Ghost Rider, that was my first exposure to him. I loosely know him in general from the comics. If I'm not mistaken, his name is Johnny Blaze, right? It's kind of on the nose because it deals with like fire and shit. I think he's like in a motorcycle gang or something. I can't remember. There's obviously a motorcycle involved. I don't know how. And again, it's hard to remember. I know that there's Mephisto involved. I know everyone in WandaVision was like, oh my god, Mephisto. Now with Spider-Man No Way Home, they're like, that's not Doctor Strange, it's Mephisto. Like, okay. But I know he plays the part. Like, I wouldn't say he loses his soul, but I think he signs his soul away to Mephisto. Again, Mephisto kind of just disguises himself as Satan, the devil. I mean, he's like a demon, but he's not the sort of one. He's, again, well, just in general, demons are always portrayed as mischievous, so he kind of just takes that moniker to do his bidding or whatever. So I don't know if he's going to, like, be in this, because I doubt they would say his name Mephisto. I think for a general audience, it would just be easier to run it off as, this is the devil of Marvel. So that's what I know about the character, and just in this movie, what I know about it is, well, as I said, I think he's in a motorcycle gang. The motorcycle's involved. Oh yeah, I know that. But probably the biggest thing I know about this that I just remember from all those years ago is there was somewhere in this movie I think there was a second Ghost Rider. Like there was like the original one, and he was like a guy on a horse, and he had a very iconic voice, and I think he does like alcohol commercials or something. That's very random, but he has like one of those really cool voices. And as I said, he just does commercials, so I'm like, I recognize that voice. When I watched this commercial initially, I'm like, was that the guy who was the horseback Ghost Rider or whatever? I might have him mixed up, but if I'm not mistaken, he has a very distinct, very cool voice. So, again, that's just really what I remember. I can't remember if there's anything else. If there's anything else I remember, it just probably has to do with the character itself rather than this movie. Yeah, I think that's it. See, I'm practically going in blind, so yeah, let's do this. Just going in before we start, I don't think this is going to be a great movie just because, as I said, it's been disregarded, it's been abandoned, left in the dark. It's essentially just crying in a lonely apartment building, dude. Nobody talks about this anymore. See, my point is that it was, as I said, nearly 15 years ago, you still have people talking about the Raimi trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy and shit. Because those are held to such high acclaim and praise and stuff. Which I agree with both of those trilogies. But this one is just kind of like a fluke. Sure, Iron Man 1 isn't... But Iron Man, the characters talked about. But Iron Man 1 came out 2008. And then The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk was either 2008 or 9. But now Abomination's back. I have yet to see Shang-Chi, but Abomination is in that apparently. But yeah, this one is an outlier. Oh yeah, and also another outlier for Marvel movies is, which I haven't seen, is Ben Affleck as Daredevil. I might watch that, but I don't know, man. I can only handle a few bad movies in a time span. But we're just going to get started here. I've delayed long enough. Let's get this over with. Let's see. Let's see what we have in store for us. There's 2 of them? There's a second one? What? Is that true? It says Spirit of Vengeance. There's a second Ghost Rider movie? I've never even known that. I've never even heard of that, bro. What the hell? Okay. Nobody even talks about that one. I've never even heard of it, bro. What happened with these movies? Jesus Christ, dude. I know a lot of people like to fan cast Keanu Reeves as Ghost Rider, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, the man loves motorcycles, so that would be cool to see. Huh. Well, it's an all Ghost Rider Marvel intro. You don't see that anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's very specific to his character.
Said that the West was built on legends.
This guy talking right now is the second Ghost Rider. That's who I was talking about.
But that contract was so powerful.
Is that Mephisto?
The thing about legends is, sometimes they're true.
I mean, it's got a very cool intro. Having the deal with the devil. He's like sort of his agent and shit. Oh man, this really sounds like Danny Elfman type of music. Why does this sound so much like the Spider-Man theme from the Raimi trilogy? Because I just recently rewatched that, but Danny Elfman has a very specific sound. It sounds like him. I wonder who did the score on this. Oh. So, I was wrong. They're not a biker gang. They're like stuntmen. Or well, circus people.
You think she's gonna stand by you when you're in a wheelchair? Huh?
He says you're not good enough for me. That you're just a phase.
Damn.
So what are we gonna do, Johnny?
We'll jump on the bike and just keep going.
But what about your dad? What about the show?
He doesn't need me.
It's a very large plateau. I wonder where that is. Doesn't seem like anywhere in America. And this is an interesting casting choice for a young Nicolas Cage. So obviously this is a flashback. Like a major one. Wonder why. That's why he was coughing earlier. He's just pulling up. He's gonna cure his dad's cancer? What's going on?
Perhaps you'd ride for me one day.
You run a show?
Greatest show on earth.
It's a little cliche cane. It's got a skull on it.
Would you be willing to make a deal? I'll take your soul.
Sign the contract. It's like Gone Zero Dim type shit. I mean, this came before, but still. I wish we had this in the MCU, like a sort of darker hero. anti-hero, if you want to call him that. I know we might have Daredevil and Moon Knight, but it would be cool to see Ghost Rider.
Oh, that'll do just fine.
One drop of blood.
Anymore. I can't explain it, but I feel healthy as a horse.
Huh.
Come on, huh, Shine?
I mean, to think about, well, Mephisto, the devil, demons, man of his word, as long as you pay up. But I don't know. I feel like something's gonna go wrong because there's always just like a slight little. Yeah, there it is. It's always too good to be true. And he's just. I don't think it's that bad, bro. It's really cool to have this character. Both of them. I mean, Midas is Kane. Oh. Little windmill. I think this is Kansas. That's why the plateau is so long. Like that stretch of grass field.
You killed him.
I cured his cancer.
When I need you, I will come.
Oh yeah, is she just still chilling at the tree? Okay. So he's like a sleeper agent type of shit thing. That's why this was so in the past. Damn, bro, and he leaves her in the rain. I mean, is it because of what happened? Or like he can't feel anything anymore because he said forget about your family, your friends, your loved ones. And now present day. Well, it's a huge emphasis on fire. I mean, Johnny Blaze, as I said earlier, holy shit. I know of like bike jumping, but like with motorcycles, is that like a real thing? It's very Daredevil. Not like the character, but it's sort of, I mean, that's what you call a sort of stunt person like this. It's a very Daredevil lifestyle. Yeah, I don't... Proper physics, I do not think he'd make that jump. No. Well, I mean, he made it, but... I know that guy. He plays Bullock in that Gotham show, and he was King Horik from Vikings. Okay? King Horik, yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
Johnny Blaze reminds me of Johnny Cage. Texas. I said Kansas, so Texas works also. Very deserty, plateauy grasslands. I don't know how else to describe their terrain.
You know alcohol gives me nightmares.
Teach his own.
They call him Mr. Invincible, and he'll have to be at his next jump when Johnny Blaze will attempt to clear the length of a football field from field goal to field goal.
What? What the hell? There's no way you could possibly do that.
He's got one eye and no nuts. Luck don't cover it, JB. And you got an angel looking after you.
Yeah, maybe.
Or a devil. That's cool.
It's something else.
Yeah, dude, this has like a semi-borderline horror movie type of feel. With, obviously... So, I mean, it's always thundering, but... The devil and demons and shit. It's very cool. And all the... There's a lot of emphasis on the soul and skulls and shit. I mean, it's all dark. Who is that? Guy looking like Morbius, bro. Who the hell is that?
Took you long.
Maybe this is why I thought he was part of a biker gang. There's the biker gang.
Told you. How many times?
Man, that's a sick
JB, I
pad.
said it before, I'll say it again.
Holy shit.
Let's use a woman's touch.
Nah, it looks awesome. He really likes jelly beans.
It's about
And
you
monkeys.
jumping on the. Can I just turn this music off for a minute? This jump.
I'm just looking for a sign
What kind of sign?
that I can take a negative and turn it into a positive.
Yeah, this movie would be so cool if it was like rated R and in the MCU. Oh my god, dude. So much potential. With that real horror movie vibe. Like, look at this shit. I still don't know who this guy is, though. Very sharp sideburns. Makeshift sand and Aquaman, bro. What the hell? Okay, so evil elementals?
Then we'll take this world. One city at a time. Don't ever say that name.
Net what? Who? Okay. That part was a little cringy-ish. I mean, you had evil elementals, wind, sand, dirt, and water, and then some sideburn Morbius type looking character who can just, like, I don't know, suck the life out of people by touching them. And then he's like, we'll take this world and city one city at a time. I don't know. Now I can see a little bit of the...
Ramps, they look good.
Oh my god,
Crowd's
bro.
kinda out of control.
You can't live in fear.
This might sound a little crazy, but I think this looks kind of fun to do those huge jumps. I don't know. I'd probably die doing it, but like it looks fun. Some of it, it's weird. Oh, is that his ex-girlfriend?
Hey, John.
What was her name?
Talking to us before your big jump. No one has ever attempted such. What's going through your mind right now?
You look really good. I seen you on TV. Yeah.
A very weird interview.
Thank you for this revealing peek into the life of Johnny Blaze.
It's a very awkward interview. I mean, I understand why, but it's like even more so than it should be.
Roxanne?
All she wanna do is party all night. No, I'm just kidding.
The sign.
Son.
That's the sign.
God, you listen to me. Take the cars out. Would have been suicide otherwise.
We'll be leaving 6 UH-60 Blackhawk helicopters.
Ah, that's hilarious, man.
I took the cars out.
Be careful what you wish for.
Why, JB? Why wouldn't you tell me?
You would have thrown a fit.
Call me old-fashioned. I'm funny that way.
How much NOS did you put in the tanks?
Enough to shame the space shuttle. Keith, go ahead.
Oh, he's just going for it.
Oh God, he ain't gonna make it.
He's gonna go after her now.
Where's he going?
I can't believe he left her, bro. Yeah. What a mistake for him that must have been, bro.
Because it's past, it's done, it's over with.
Damn, he just went for it.
There's a restaurant in my hotel, the Plaza. 8 o'clock.
Yes!
Yeah, what the hell? He's got to keep that contained, bro. What a blessed man, bro. Getting a second chance from her. God damn. That ain't how it happens in real life, man. Also, it's so funny when you see actors cast as teenagers, because they said they were 17 in that flashback. They did not look 17. Because of like the legal things, it always has to be someone in their 20s playing a teenager. Like even when we think about Tom Holland, he's 25 playing a teenager. I mean, he looks like one, granted, but.
And your precious rider, I will retire him just like I will retire you, Father.
I kind of had a feeling, but I didn't think they'd actually make it like his child, because that's a little weird to explain. So, the devil, Mephisto's son, wants to take his father's contract, that 1,000-soul contract that the original Ghost Rider hid. And so, I guess now he's going to enlist Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage, Johnny Blazes, to thwart his son's plans. Okay. And that timing is horrendous, bro. He's got his date with his super attractive, I won't say any other word, ex-girlfriend. That is the worst timing I've ever seen, man. That sucks. Dude, his hand is so pink right now. Oh, he's transforming. Oh, it's time to pay up. That's a sick ride. Is he doing his point? He loves the point.
It's like watching an investment that keeps growing and growing until the day you cash it in.
That was a good analogy.
I'm not doing it. You don't have any choice.
Oh, that's cool. It's like in a trail of fire. What a weird... When you really just look at the plot as it is, you have the devil's son and his friends being beat up by his agent, or his worker. Like, what the hell? Is he laughing? I can't tell if he's in pain or he's laughing. Well, I think Ghost Rider is like a spirit of its own. Yeah. For 2007, this looks really good. Back to hell. He still loves the point.
You're going down. I don't think so.
Oh god, that dialogue there was terrible. Okay, when did the cringe fest start, bro? What is this? What's happening? Y'all were doing good. It's Hydro Man. I don't know, I thought this would be like the most serious / darkest part, and it's kind of filled with like weird facial expressions and cringy lines.
It ain't so tough. Mercy. Sorry. All out of mercy.
You have like a demon saying have mercy? What? Oh, that's cool. Is he gonna like change the... Is that what he's doing? Yeah, that is what he's doing. Oh, holy shit, dude, that looks awesome. Ah, bro, that looks epic, man. Come on. God damn. Okay, the visuals in this are nothing to snuff at. And oh my god, dude, I completely forgot.
You think I'm pretty, right?
Holy shit.
You guilty.
Guilty. Okay, I didn't know he could do whatever this is. Why is like an associate of the devil, Mephisto, helping the innocent? I don't get that. I thought he really doesn't give a shit. I mean, so long as he gets souls, I don't think he minds, but... Huh. Damn. He, like, purified him. I mean, I don't even know if that guy's alive. He blinked. Is he only nocturnal? So, like, when the sun comes up, his power goes away? Yeah, it's reverting back. Oh, it's so cool. Damn, the effects in this are not bad. Like, that was like an actual skull. That wasn't like enlarged. It really fit his face. When it like morphed back. That was cool.
Morning, bonehead.
Oh, it's the original Ghost Rider.
Rider's the devil's bounty hunter. Sent to hunt down anyone that escapes from hell.
So, this is very playing into religion, saying like people who are gonna go to hell, he just gets them before it even happens. Takes their soul.
The penance stare. Seer of the souls of the wicked.
Oh, I've heard of that. Okay. Now I'm starting to remember the penance there. I've heard that before in like the comic usage for Ghost Rider. Now it makes sense.
Fallen angels cast out of heaven. They hide within the elements.
This is very big in religion. So fallen angels are what the elementals are. As he said, they fell into the elements. And then Blackheart is Mephisto's son, I guess.
Why'd you make the deal?
I was a kid.
You get in return?
Heartache.
It's like, I know I mentioned it earlier, Gunter Dim from The Witcher 3. It's a great example, but it's sort of the premise that you get what you ask for, not for what you want. So it's all about wording your wish carefully, but even so, if you do, it still has unforeseen repercussions, and it's just not worth it. I know it's like not real, but still, it's like a cool thing to see it translate to sort of cause and effect relationship.
Roxy.
Don't.
Now, hold on.
Left her in the dark twice, bro. No way he gets a third chance. Damn, bro. Holy shit. I mean, you gotta give it to these actors, bro. Getting absolutely shredded for their roles. Unless that was CG. Because they did that for Ben Affleck in Batman vs. Superman. But this is 2007, so I don't know. But if it's real, it's very impressive.
And manipulation of the fire element that exists within man.
I mean, well, obviously it's the fire element, but heavy play in elements. Oh, well, he's doing it. Bro, how does this guy get these chances, bro? What the hell? I don't know, man. I think being the spirit of vengeance is worth it in the long run. It's terrible. I'm gonna go to hell for saying that. Not really. That wasn't that bad.
Then you keep my picture, but when I kiss you, you try to shove me out the door. What's going on?
Reject. Don't make her want you more. There's that myth. If you play hardball.
Spare me from what?
The devil. On account I work for him. That's right. Bounty hunter. But it only happens at night. Like it is right now. Evil people, evil spirits.
You'd either accept that you really believe what you're telling me is true and take you to the nearest psychiatric hospital.
Dang. I mean, perfectly reasonable from her standpoint. I mean, not that he's trying to, but there's that premise of lying by telling the truth. I mean, that's, as I said, it's more intentional, but it's correct in this standpoint. She views it as a lie. I mean, obviously, if that was a real situation, you have a broken up couple, and that was their excuse, you take them to the hospital, get them checked out.
That was weird.
I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble.
Looks like trouble just found you.
Oh, he's gonna take his jacket.
Nice jacket.
Oh shit. He's got spikes coming out now. Now he's looking complete. I'll admit, when he points his Ghost Rider, it looks awesome, but when he does it like as his normal Johnny Blaze, it's weird. Cause he's always like, you know, but as Ghost Rider, when he does that looks sick.
Sinned. I've sinned a lot.
It's weird just seeing him as like a pale human. The devil's son should be a bit more monstrous in my opinion. I know he has like that little brief smile, but it should be more consistent, I think. I mean, as I said, say what you will about this movie, but the visuals are on point. Ghost Rider's look, aesthetic is awesome. He should look like that more consistently. That's what I was saying. It doesn't look monstrous enough. I know there's the thing about disguising as a human, but it's just, I don't know. Wait, can it work like a boat in the water? Is that what's going on? He flipped them off.
He's coming for us. Abaddon. You know what to do.
I don't know. He looks like a vampire. He does. He looks like one of those, I mean, you could say Twilight, but that sort of cheesy teen vampire romance. Because he's got the black hair, the prominent sideburns that are super sharp, and then he's pale. Oh shit, he can roll buildings?
What? The suspect is going up.
Oh yeah, it looks awesome. I mean, it's a magic bike, so of course it could work.
Oh my god.
Alright. Ghost Rider saying yeehaw. Okay.
You're a slow learner, aren't you, Ryder? You cannot catch the wind.
What the hell? I mean, obviously the movie's Ghost Rider, but he's definitely the highlight of the movie. Minus a few bits of dialogue. Like, look at this shit, bro! God, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This would be so epic to see in the MCU. Yeah. It's obviously that's not even gonna do anything against him. I mean, as like the spirit of vengeance and shit, and technically an otherworldly being based in like supreme, well, I wouldn't call it magic, but again, like what's his power level? Like where would you scale that is what I'm wondering. Because I feel like in the comics he's way stronger than he is here. Because obviously, as I said, being a spirit, that entails a lot of power and like immortality. Because you can't really kill him.
Found himself locked up, waiting on the gallows. Stranger came to see him, offering freedom. Ended up a Ghost Rider.
What's he
He's talking
gonna do
about
with
himself,
this?
I think.
Remember that rode off?
He stole it.
Keep Mephistopheles from getting his hands on it.
Mephistopheles. Mephisto. So that's what they said earlier. I couldn't hear them.
Jesus.
Not even close.
Oh shit! He killed that guy! Oh damn, that was instant!
Look into my eyes.
Surprise. He sent you to bring me back. I'm not going back. I like it here.
I'm sure he's a good actor and all, but the Blackheart or whatever, he has to be like the low light of this movie. Oh, is it in the shovel?
He may have my soul, but he doesn't have my spirit.
That was an awesome line. Is he gonna? Yo, the dialogue in this part was fire. Okay. Now this scene might make it the best in the movie. We'll see. Is the horse gonna turn too?
You keep up?
Yep.
Let's ride.
Ah, shit, bro. Okay, bro. This is the best part, man. This is fucking awesome. With the, you know, bro. This part's sick, man. Holy shit. How could you go more wrong than that? Okay, as I said, the visuals and the aesthetic is crazy in this one, dude. Shit, bro, that is one of the coolest shots for a comic book movie.
I got nothing left. I could only change one more time, and I was saving it for this.
It's a fitting end for him, though. That was cool. Oh wait, there's the water one is still alive. Like the water element thing. I just remembered that. Yeah. Damn, his fire burns bright, dude. Not gonna lie, these elementals do not put up a fight at all, bro. Holy shit. They all got demolished within 5 seconds. I mean, I'm sure it could speak to Ghost Rider's power. Ah, no, bro, he's out of power.
Looks like you're out of time.
Well, that's what the shotgun's for.
My name is Legion.
Legion? Physically, he looks better, but still dialogue and such.
You can walk in both worlds. I'm Ghost Rider.
That's cool. Walk in both worlds. That's a cool line. Did she take it? Holy shit, bro. She blasted his head off. Could she get any better? Yes, she can, bro. Yo, use the shadows. That's disturbing. Very cool, though. Yeah, it's all the souls sort of converging into his entity.
All their souls.
Oh.
1,000 souls to burn. Feel their pain.
So now technically he has a soul because he consumed theirs. The penance there. That's awesome. It always turns blue for her. Technically, a blue flame burns brighter. Or, I mean, it's hotter. I don't know if you want to take that quite literally as he's getting hot for her, or just... Oh, it's cool. It's making a little... or it's just reforming his whole face.
Let someone else carry this curse. You're free now.
No. I'm gonna own this curse.
I will make you pay for this.
You can't live in fear.
Damn, bro. He's like, nah, I'm keeping this power. Back to hell with him.
Yes.
Are they going back to that tree?
Choice.
Dark version of the Notebook. Not really,
Why do your
but
choices always
it's just
take us
funny.
apart?
That legends are a way of understanding things greater than ourselves.
Damn, that symmetry is
Forces
nice.
that shape our lives.
Oh my god, bro. It still sounds so good. Bro, what is this song? We're in the credits and I can't stop listening to this song, man. It's so good. Well, there we have it. 2007's Ghost Rider, and I have to say, after watching, well, technically rewatching, even though I remembered like literally none of it. It's like hard to do. I don't like to give I do give reviews, but I'm talking about I don't like to give scores and say, hey, this movie ranks here or whatnot. But I think some just general words to describe this movie overall that I can think of is I wouldn't say it's good, but I'd say it's kind of fair / okay, but also on the cool / epic side. It's weird because there were some very cliche, cheesy, terrible lines of dialogue. There, no doubt about that, okay? I think the writing was one of the weaker parts. But as I've mentioned, the aesthetic, the visuals, the costume design and stuff, Ghost Rider looked awesome, man. That scene with the two of them, that was beautiful. I don't mean like it was just beautiful, but it's just so beautiful to see in terms of a comic book translation to screen. And it just looks so awesome, man. Holy shit. That's one of the coolest shots I've ever seen. No, really, I think the best part of this movie was the visuals, okay? But remember, as I said, minus Mephisto's stupid skull cane. I don't know if he has that in the comics, but it just looks a little cheesy. Because it's like, oh, the devil, and he's just got a skull cane. Oh, okay. It's, what I'm talking about is even with his son was cringy. As I said, he looked like a teen drama vampire. Sideburns, very prominent and sharp, very pale, had like nice hair. I wouldn't call him, he's not attractive. So like you have a semi-attractive, very pale, sharp sideburn, fair-haired guy. Like it didn't scream to me, hey, this is a demon's son, like from hell, trying to consume souls and shit. Like, that's not the impression I got. And then his dialogue, when Ghost Rider's like, you're going down. And he's like, ha ha ha, I think not, or whatever. I'm just like, oh god, that was terrible. See, that, I feel bad. Like, I wouldn't say he was a bad actor, but he was honestly, I think, the worst part of this movie. The dialogue surrounding him was terrible. Oh, voice crack. I had many voice cracks. But yeah, anything surrounding him was bad. Mephisto was fair. I wouldn't say he was great, but he wasn't bad. I think he could have done better. It's weird because you can't just have a monstrous figure 24/7, because obviously in various mythologies, and I'm sure in the comics, a demon can impersonate a person. But this might seem weird, but one of my favorite things was in sort of, let's say, God of War. If you don't know, it's a video game franchise, but you have like the god Zeus. When he came in like mortal form, he wore like a hood and a very long ragged robe, so to speak, and I think he was like a gravedigger or something. I know it's weird for Zeus to be a gravedigger, but I think it would have been better if he didn't look as sort of refined. I wish he was more secretive. Like, he did have a person's face. I wish he had a more sickly looking person. And as I said, like a hood. I wish he looked more sort of disturbing, if you could say that. More like he belongs in perhaps a cemetery, or just, he doesn't look like a friendly character is what I want to say. I just wish, as I said, more secretive. I guess you could say he could have like Palpatine's robe, but I'd say like a little grittier and dirtier or whatever. I think that would have worked cooler, which is just my opinion. But yeah, the fallen angels that receded into the elements, they were terrible. Their dialogue was bad as well. And they just got obliterated super fast. The first one got wrapped in a chain, died. The second one, what was the second one? Was wind, fiery chain tornado, died. Didn't even punch him. Third one, water, drowned in his own... I mean, he didn't drown in his own water. He got burnt in water, died. Like, all within 10 seconds of their interaction. So, they were bad. And his son... am I saying it wrong? Is his son's name Blackheart or Blackheart? Like Black Art or Heart? Or is it just none? Mephisto, Blackheart. Okay. And then Mephisto's full name is Mephistopheles. It sounds very Greek. Oh, it's German pronunciation. Interesting. It does sound rather Greek, though, I have to say. No, okay. Well, as I said, I thought going into this they would kind of allude it to more be the devil, which they did. They heavily said it's sort of the devil and such, but really it's Mephisto disguised as the devil. I mean, he is a demon that deals in souls, but he's not necessarily like Christian Lucifer, Satan, so to speak. But it was cool that they incorporated his full name. I think they mentioned it earlier in the movie, and I was either talking over it, I'm sorry about that, but it was just like, whoa, that's a long name. What did they say? So I guess I answered my own question. No, overall, I don't think it was bad. I wouldn't say good. I would not say good, but it was fun. It was definitely fun, and for the time, I'm sure it was iconic. But dude, the visuals, bro, so good, so good. And yeah, I liked this. It was just weird with Johnny Blaze. I'm still unsure with the thing, because he says he doesn't have a soul, but it's always weird when you have these forms of literature or film when they discuss the loss of a soul. You could think of it as you're sapped of love and happiness, but evidently he still has that. I think it's more figurative in the meaning like he lost his free will, so to speak. Because I know I mentioned it. If you don't know the gaming series, again, I'm sorry. I love to put connections to what I see, but since I play a lot of video games, and if you watch my channel, I'm sure you might have dabbled in one or two of these games. But say, for instance, God of War, Kratos and God of War, like the new one, says I made a deal with the God that cost me my soul, but obviously since he still loves his son, he has a soul, or he retained it at the very least. I think it's more along the lines of that, where it's your freedom being stripped, which then is the loss of a soul, like that. So that's what I think with that is. As I said, it's very non-realistic when you have someone like Roxanne giving him 3 chances, bro. I don't know about that one, Chief, but good for him. Good for him. That's all I'll say. I've treaded water enough with this topic. No, I I enjoyed that movie. I didn't love it, but I really did enjoy it. I'm not surprised. Just Ghost Rider in general is just such an interesting and cool character. Like I said, he has such a darker dynamic. Within the confines of the MCU, I don't know really how they could work that. They've had moments of seriousness and that dark theme, but this one would be even more so. I mean, sure, they could make it sort of cheesy with the jokes here, because the MCU at times does have sort of cheesy one-liners or whatever, but overall, majority of audience appreciates it a lot more than they did for these past films. But it would be very cool to see them focus more on a darker tone with this movie, because imagine if they did have a solo movie for Ghost Rider and it was slightly darker than this, more better dialogue, the story was better and stuff, and then when you get to like Avengers or some crossover and stuff, and it's him and it's like Johnny falling on the bike and stuff, and they're all fighting and stuff, and then he does this cool ignition and he turns around. That would be so cool, but I don't know. We'll see. There was the rumors he might be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which I can't remember if it's Elizabeth Olsen or Sam Raimi. I think it was Elizabeth Olsen who said it was kind of like a horror movie, the new Doctor Strange one, and Sam Raimi's going back to his roots. So I'm like, that's interesting. With the rumor of Ghost Rider, that'd be so cool. But there's a lot of characters that are rumored to appear in that movie, so you kind of have to temper your expectations and be like, okay, let's not have a blunder of characters in this. Let's try to keep the focus on the character who the movie's about. But and another thing I mentioned earlier, I don't think it was him. I mentioned Danny Elfman doing the score. I didn't think it was him, but I just wanted to say, like, the music reminded me of it, like that heavy, I want to say opera, but it was very theatrical, and it reminded me a lot of the Sam Raimi trilogy Spider-Man theme. That heavy vocal with the, I'm not versed in music, so I don't know like the terms, but it was very theatrical and very sort of an epic theme, and I really liked that. And then of course when he was going and shit, that was cool too. That was honestly awesome, but I enjoyed this a lot. And apparently there's a second one just called This Spirit of Vengeance. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to look up the sort of Rotten Tomatoes review. I know, listen, I know about sort of reviews are not what to go by. You should just judge for yourself, and a lot of times, sure, maybe a company will sort of influence a few reviews there to make themselves look good. I'm not going to talk about the behind-the-scene deals that go on, but a lot of times their reviews are fake. But generally with audience, I wouldn't say they're fraudulent, because even sometimes audience scores are fake. But just, I'm not going to get into that, bro. That's a whole nother topic if you want to go into the shady side of movie theater and reviews and how their marketing works. But so this got a 26 from critics and a 48 from the audience. 250,000 audience reviews. Holy shit. Now let's see Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, which is the second one. This came out in 2011. So that was 4 years later. Huh. That got an 18 and a 31. Okay, wow. So lower than that. Wow. Oh, okay. We'll see how that goes. I might watch it, but I don't think anytime soon. I don't know. Seeing how bad that one's reviewed, it's going to be weird to watch. Also, mentioning Doctor Strange earlier, and everyone's like, oh, it's Mephisto, because you know how it is. It would be so cool to see Mephisto in it. There was the little stained glass of the devil and Loki, WandaVision. It's just like a lot of people are waiting for his arrival. But it's a funny thing too, because in the comics, well, you have the thing where Peter asked Doctor Strange, say, can you make sure that nobody knows that I'm Spider-Man? But if I'm not mistaken, in the comics, that same premise happened where Peter's identity was revealed, but instead of going to Doctor Strange, he went to Mephisto and organized a deal and shit. So I wonder, it wouldn't make sense if it was Doctor Strange was like, ha ha, it's me. but it's just cool. But it's also interesting how in the comics it differs from the movie. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud at this point, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And yeah, not gonna lie, well, it doesn't matter. When I have this up is when you'll see it, but at the time I'm recording this, I'm behind on when I said I would upload this, because that's just how I roll, dude. I'm not punctual with these uploads, but I still have Marvel's What If to watch. So I'm not going to go into what we're going to watch in the future, because I'm just going to go at it. So yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. And until then, I'll catch you folks in my next video.